juxtapose, place things side by side, place things beside another. So a complete rearrangement of the modern project, which was not to place things side by side. Some might see the unit system as a kind of monastic system, almost a sort of system of multiple religions proposed by the various monks that run these units. But in a strange sort of way, there is a square mile in London that includes, in addition to the AA, 4 of these monasteries: University of Westminster, the Bartlett, Central St Martin's, and the RIBA. So within a short electric scooter ride, you can visit 4 architectural monasteries. Within these monasteries, there are over 1,000 students studying this strange religion called architecture, all divided up into small bits to study the sacred texts, but each having their own sacred texts. So where are we? Where does it get us? Should they all be combined in this 1 mile square or rectangle? Is that what it should be?
Hello AA, it's been a long time, perhaps 7 years, and I still miss this word juxtapose every day. There's a sentence in my head from my days at the AA, a souvenir I guess. Behind the scene of our everyday objects, there's an extraordinary and complex, so often ignored or forgotten space. This was the first sentence to my diploma thesis. 7 years later, a lot has changed, but I still can relate to this sentence. A lot of stories we see on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, and even OnlyFans are far from the depiction of the reality.
Dear all you lot back wherever you are, I'm just walking to work in the now sunny Berlin. There's a pigeon. My office is one of the few which is still going into work, or at least part of a few of us are, which is quite nice. What can I tell you guys about? Oh shit. Not much to report. We had something like minus 14 degrees last week and about 10 centimeters of snow. Everyone was out sliding around in the parks on bin bags and sledges and skis and snowboards and skateboards without wheels on and things like that. And the canal was all of the canals were totally frozen over, so people were walking and biking on the canals, which was quite nice. But now, only a few days later, all the snow's melted and the sun's come out and it's 17 degrees.
My reality is waking up at 8 a.m, having a morning meeting with my boss at 8:30. And this sequence is always the same. 5 minutes of catch up, 15 minutes of my boss saying, "Oh, excuse me, the cat was fighting the dog. The dog was fighting the cat, or the cat was fighting my boss. Oh, this crazy cat. What were you saying? Oh, I need to walk the dog now. Catch up later."
Dear all, just a quick note from Berlin. I'm just walking to work right now. We're still going into the office, but of course we have to wear masks and things. Just a bit of visual context maybe. I'm walking down busy road that goes from Tower Park to the Landwehr Canal.
I check my emails, take a break, which goes something like this.
Dear all, I'll make this short but quick because this is the third time that I'm recording and I keep going over the time limit. The one constraint, and I cannot fulfill it. Coming to you from sunny Berlin. Wasn't so sunny last week. We had minus 14 degrees and about 15 centimeters of snow. And now it's 17 degrees. And
was it Einstein who said that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result? I wonder how he used to play the violin. Perhaps it was good that he wasn't working in machine learning.
My office building used to be part of the Berlin Wall. Like the outside of it is the border, or part of the border. And so if you go into the basement, you can still see some like bullet holes and things. And on the roof, there's still this walkway where the guards used to walk. But it also is next to the canal. Yeah.
Anyway, I come back to my desk behind my computer. I can see the city. I can see the Broadgate Tower, Heron Tower. I can see Curtin Road and Principal Place. This Principal Place. This building has been following me for years. It carries the soul of every office I have ever worked in. And the neighboring Fight Club. Well, that's the story for another time. This scene is the reminiscence of recession, inevitable portfolio sales, and this 2008 vision for London, the year I started being at the AA. It is my daily reminder that 12 years is a long time, but it's all interconnected in this one big network of events and stories.
Dear all, this is, I think, the fourth time I'm trying to record this. There was only one design constraint, and that was the 2 minutes, and I keep going over. So, coming to you from sunny Berlin. It's a bit hot actually, 17 degrees. Last week it was minus 14, so, and lots of snow. Canals were frozen over for the first time in 4 years, I think, and you could bike and walk up and down them, which was quite nice. I'm just walking to work. My office, we still go into work, or at least like 70% of us. I think today I will be finishing off a one-to-one mock-up of a chair for a pavilion that we're doing in Russia, and probably hanging out by the canal at lunch. It's very nice and sunny. Get some vitamin D on. Oh my goodness, what's that car doing? Everyone is so mega he's still beeping, what the fuck? Everyone's so mega like tense and anxious from this really extended lockdown. I mean, it's really fine for me because I still have this routine of going to work and everything, but I can't imagine how it is for others who've just been staying at home. I miss you all. I have to confess, I do miss the AA a little bit too. I hope you're all doing well. It would be nice to have some kind of two-way postcard situation, or rather a phone call or a Zoom call. Anyway, bye now.
Well, let's open Jira. I forgot, did I already say that I miss the word juxtapose every day?
She knows what she's doing.
We're gonna do a bit of a loop to get to Gower Street.
More accurately, it should be described as a large multi-faith monastery, somewhat smaller than the single-faith monasteries of Tibet. One in Deeparong in Tibet housed 10,000 monks, all believing the same thing. Imagine that. A school of architecture where everyone believed in the same tracts, the same books, the same texts, the same poems.
You can take a right onto Euston Road down there. We'll follow that, she says.
Red light camera reported ahead. Turn right onto way 5202, St. Pancras Way. In 900 feet, exit onto B512, Browndale Road.